this, then you don't have to charge for autographs. And I'm like,
I'm getting you in trouble now, Mike.
nope. I don't care. I was going to charge for autographs anyway.
All right. I thought I didn't mean to click it, but my hands, they're dumb hands, so they just kind of clicked it. And now we're live. Welcome to Stasis, like everyone. I'm your host, Primal Sabbath. We're joined tonight by a special guest, Silverbolt or Simon, and we've got the usual suspects. Simon, why don't you tell people who may be unfamiliar where they can find you at?
Good evening. Good evening. Good morning where I am. But you can find me on YouTube. If you're looking for my older Transformers reviews, just type in Silverbolt Reviews or my screen name, Dyansis, which is also my Instagram. But shameless plug, I also have a new channel going where I've started reviewing movies, and you can find that under Scream & Bolt, and the and is the and symbol.
Okay, cool. Nice. Awesome. So going through a little bit of out of curiosity, is there any reason why you didn't just rebrand the other YouTube channel, or is it just to kind of
because
separate?
I've had that channel for like 2006, so 12, 13, 14 years, and I didn't want to rebrand everything and lose everything, so I decided I'm going to start it from scratch and see how I go, because obviously whenever a creator rebrands themselves somewhat, people tend to drop off. So I'd rather have a new channel that people who want to watch it can go and watch it.
Okay, cool.
Simon,
I was just curious.
I'm a little disappointed you didn't say good evening, everyone. Silverbolt here.
I was going to say good afternoon, everybody. Silverbolt here, back with another, and then it would have just ended up trailing off.
It's fair. We get off on tangents pretty easily on this show.
In that case, you invited the right person.
Good deal. Mike, where can everyone find your socials at?
Y'all can find me everywhere as Angry Mike.
It's also on Grindr at angry_Mike.
Nice.
Candace, where can people find you?
You can find me on Facebook at Canned Ice Art, Instagram CannedIce.Santora, Twitter at Candace Santora, and YouTube Candace Santora.
Awesome.
Boom.
We're getting quick. Getting into shape there with the old with the boop. And we're joined again by Tom. This is what, your third or fourth time on? Tom, you're a regular. Where can people find you at, Tom?
You guys can find me at YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter at Cryotech Customs.
All right. And Dalton, where do people find you?
Find me everywhere, Daltonian DFs.
All right. Hang on. I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to do this.
I'm moving.
Drip Daddy, where can everybody find you at?
You can find me everywhere at your local Thoughts One-Stop Swap Shop.
Oh, I know who that is.
All right. Tyler, did you take any show notes? Well, I mean, whatever. We'll go through halls. All right. So, bye, Tyler, for a moment. And this is giving my mouse pad a workout here. Simon, did you get anything cool, interesting, or fun in the mail this week?
In this week, no. I haven't bought Transformers now in a good while. There's only a few pieces that I actually buy. The last thing that I got was the Scattershot and the Strafe for Warbotron's Computron.
Oh, okay, cool.
Wow. August.
Well, anything non-Transformers is totally fine too. We go off the beaten path from time to time.
Oh, in that case, then it's pretty much been Games Workshop for me. I'm currently a student at university, so I'm not working, so my funds are very limited. So, it's small little bits of Games Workshop that I've been buying. So I got some Nighthaunt Mindmorn Banshees, which are kind of like female ghosts with stabby knives.
Okay, cool. I know Tyler's probably, as soon as we get him back in here, he's gone down that rabbit hole too. So real quick, Walrus Law in the chat says Silverbolt. Oh my God, nice to see one of the old school YouTubers. Also, Walrus Law, thanks for popping in, dude.
Thank you.
I'm a big fan of Walrus Law. Like that dude's got he's awesome. Just know Walrus Law. He puts so much awesome stuff up on Twitter and tfraw.com. Just a lot of really hard to find media. You know what I mean? So thanks for popping in. We got Kabar here, brother Kyle, TM2DB, GhostLordPeter was in the chat. Summit Bolt 08 says, got my first time dealing with GPS, got air attack primal, and the leg broke off at the ratchet. That sucks.
I saw that picture on
Hey man,
the
there's a
Facebook
reissue.
page.
Oof. Dalton, did you get anything this week?
Not this week. Another
Mike,
womp
what
womp.
about you, man?
Today I got in my Takara LG, whatever it is, Grand Max, Tigertron Grand Max, with the hand and feet upgrades and the gun upgrade. And so I played around with that for a little while, or actually quite a bit today, getting it all together. And then sadly, there were no stickers or instructions with it.
Yeah, like I think the thing that would bum me out the most is no instructions, just because I like the little manga that they pack in with the yeah. So Tyler, did you write that comment? Yeah, it had to have been Tyler. Tyler,
it was me.
you're in the okay. Oh man. Well, Tom, what did you get this week, dude?
Oh, dude, I got a whole bunch of stuff. I got some Balcon 06 stuff.
Ooh.
I got Laserbeak, Buzzsaw, and Tigatron. And what
Money
else
bags
did I
there,
get?
ladies. Money bags.
And I got Transart, Transmutate, and I think that's about it.
Cool. Tyler, what'd you get in this week?
I don't actually think I got anything. Oh, I got the video game Bully for my Xbox One. That's about it, man.
Nice.
I haven't done too much shopping. You know, it's weird because, oh, you know what? I went today, actually, and I went and pre-ordered the new Shadow Sun model from the Psychic Awakening. That's $40K.
Yeah.
Also, it's really cool. Silverbolt, that you're in the Warhammer as well. Is it fantasy or 40K?
I tend to flip-flop between the two. I've
Okay.
been doing 40K now as my main one for about the last 18 months, 2 years. Did some Primaris for Marines and some Adeptus Mechanicus, and now I've gone back to Age of Sigmar, so it's Stormcast, Zinch, and Nighthaunt.
Okay. I was actually thinking of starting an Age of Sigmar army for the Chaos Knights. I just really like the way they look, and I really want to paint up some Chaos Knights. Yes,
that new Start Collecting box set with the 5 knights, the 10 warriors, and the dude on the big lizard. I'm ready to sell an organ to buy a couple of those box sets.
Yeah, I know, right? I think I know someone who has some organs you could sell off. Mike,
Perfect.
what did you
That's
get?
fine. If I don't have to sell mine, I'm happy with that.
The dude on the big lizard.
Mike ain't using that dick, so he can sell that off for you.
Shoot.
I get much for it.
Mike, he said you were old. Candace, what'd you get this week?
Yeah.
Mike, you know I'm just playing with you.
Hey, I don't need no
I-
little blue pill, by the way.
I
What?
got. Are you guys still talking?
I was saying I don't need no little blue pill.
Oh,
Because it's the
wow.
size of a little blue pill.
Am I?
Shut up. Stop talking to my wife.
Oh my God.
Dalton's in the background fucking writing notes.
There goes my question of whether this is going to be a PG-13 podcast or not. So.
Oh,
Fuck
yeah,
no.
no. You can fire away, man.
Open up, man.
What she said.
Anyway, sorry, Candace. I did not mean to interrupt.
Yeah, myself and
That's
Candace
another
and Mike
$50
just
in the
went to same
donation
place.
bin.
It's all
Yeah,
good.
Tyler, you're a bigot.
Yeah, that's me.
Damn.
All right, I finally got back from a certain someone what we made 2 years ago. If anybody hasn't seen it for some inexcusable reason, our
Oh, cool.
2018 Beast Wars Christmas thing. Anyway, I got it back from Gary, so now I can finally start doing some illustrations for it, because I do actually want to make kind of like some silly book out of it. So, you know, straight from
I would,
YouTube. If you've seen
I
it.
would like to purchase said silly book once it's finished.
What about the
Yes.
original?
I got one all right. No. This is just a prototype.
Man,
I got a
you
feeling.
think
I got a
people
feeling
would
she's gonna
buy-
go with that proto.
It's just a
You just said
prototype.
that.
I got a
Do you
little.
think people would buy a Stasis Lock calendar? I think we should get some shots together and make a Stasis Lock
Hey.
calendar.
That's not a bad
Only
idea.
if I can post topless.
Only if it was like embarrassing memes of like Mike and Dalton.
No, why me? No, you need to put Dalton on February, have him lay down on the couch like one of your French models.
Dude, I want Mike in like full Burt Reynolds bearskin rug with the bald head and everything. Let's go.
Hey, I'd fucking do it. Word of fucking Christ, I
Ransom.
do this shit. On a fireplace, my big ass spread out. Matter of fact, I want
Mike's
the
like-
month of August because that's the 8th month and I got 8 toes, so that's what I got to do.
Mike's like, hand to the Bible. I want a full spread for my full spread.
What'd you get this week?
Oh, thank you for asking. I got some posters, even though I was missing one, and got double of another, but that's all right. We'll figure it out. Apparently, I can't remember what you told me about it, but I mean, it's irrelevant. They're like Beast Wars product posters that a fan created, and it won some kind of something at a BotCon years ago. So it was cool to get the full set of those. I got the Siege Battlemaster Lionizer, just because been wanting to try it out. Siege Rung or Earthrise Rung or whatever line he's in. And I got all but 2 of the Fox Kids repaints, thanks to Kabar's being a bad friend and telling me that I needed to get them and reasons why I needed to get them. And now I've got all but 2 of the Generation 2 Beast Wars toys.
There's no such thing as Generation 2 Beast Wars.
Dude,
Yeah, it's called Fox Kids and Mutants.
Kabar swindled you.
Kabar.
No,
is
he
like-
didn't, because I mean, like, I was looking at him, I was like, oh my god, if Beast Wars had G2 colors, like, this is it. Kabar was
Dude,
right. And
Kabar is like the serpent offering you like the apple from the tree.
And the sad part of it is that
Kabar's the serpent, and I'm naked Eve with my boobies hanging out. I'm just like, oh, I don't know, Mr. Serpent.
At least your hair's long enough to cover them, right?
Oh
No.
no, my nips would still show.
He's just got nipples up on his shoulder dimples.
If I had boobs, my hair would be long enough to cover them.
There you go. You're
So,
planning for the future. Get them Big Macs in now.
Well, now that I'm nearly 40, I kind of do need to plan for the future in that regard.
Man, I know I'm gonna start balding like by the time I hit 35.
Oh,
So I'm just gonna enjoy this now, and then know that I'm gonna look like Mike in about 6 years. I'm just getting ready for it.
Baldwin's in the back.
I'm just. I remember when you tried to grow your hair out, Mike.
You saw that picture, didn't you? Where I told you the story on that, didn't I? Where I grew my hair out. And
Yeah.
it was down to my shoulders almost. And
Man, you look like one of Michael Myers' retarded cousins.
I'll accept the
serial
serial.
killer.
Damn it! Be quiet. Hold on now.
Like you look like you belonged in the Devil's Rejects movie.
No, man. You seen a Wrong Turn? Mike is like 3 fingers from Wrong Turn.
Mike is the wrongest turn there is.
So 3 fingers, he's 3 toes.
That's funny.
Walrus Law dropped this little teaser in the chat. Says you're gonna love the concept arts coming up, including the 6 alternate designs for Transmetal Cheetor's jets. He posted some on Twitter just before we went live, so I wasn't able to grab them for the screen share today. But really cool. Like, there's a triple changer Dinobot in there, and I need a third-party company to make that. I don't care if I have to buy like all 1,500 units or whatever. But I've seen it and now I want it, so here I am with more money than common sense. So, Tyler, did you do show notes
For the episode? No, I just got home.
Okay.
Yeah, you can sub me out for Dalton. He's got all of my
I
notes.
was like, say, let Dalton do it for everybody. You know?
Well, I mean, yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to figure out like who to sub out. Mike,
Is
you didn't
Matt
take show
actually
notes
in
either.
the back?
No, I'll go ahead and sit in the back.
Well, both of y'all can sit back there then and think about what you've done. I don't even know if it'll let them all talk to each other. I mean, at least it'll.
No, it doesn't.
I don't know. I didn't do show notes either. So you know.
Oh, come on. You're the host. Get back in here. No? Okay. Oh, boy.
How about dolphins?
All right, so first note I've got is Rat Trap is taking Black Ragnia's old job and inventing all the gizmos. Putting together that spark extractor and DNA scanner. And she's feeling a little jealous. She stole that shit. And since when could Cheetor fly with his swords?
I saw that. Yeah, I watched that. I watched that
dude.
episode for about an hour ago, and I'm like,
I mean, when did it become a hand glider?
Glider.
That's what was.
He's laughing too the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like when it was got his jets. What? Okay, I don't know what I said.
Machine since I was a kid, and when I saw that, like my jaw was on my lap. I was like, "What in God's name?"
I mean, that's just beast machines in general, but that's besides the point.
Yes.
yeah.
Entirety. Yeah.
When Silverbolt comes back, we get that typical techno-organic existential crisis.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he doesn't know what he is. And he's now the sad boy. It was so edgy.
Oh, that was just Beast Machines for me all over. See, I loved Beast Wars. It was brilliant. It was, it had a story arc that wasn't equal to, in my opinion, till Transformers Prime. And then Beast Machines came about, and it's like every single one of the writers and the animators just started dropping acid for every episode. And it's like, what the
Explains Optimus' acid.
Which, in my opinion, made it a very good show.
Get out of here.
And he just leaves. Mic drop.
Now, I don't know if this came out before or after, but seeing Megatron's face in the the digital hologram,
The Matrix.
it just the shape of his face really reminded me of the aliens from Independence Day.
Oh,
yeah.
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 Especially with the the mega bolt over them with the tractor beam and everything. So just wait for them to blow up cities. Now, while I don't like Silverbolt's beast mode, I really dig the design for his robot mode. Like, just that kind of samurai look to him, just awesome.
I agree.
I think he's probably one of the better ones to get updated in this series. And of course, Chris is missing out on one of his favorite Optimus Primal sound effects. Got to throw in that scream. Shut up, Dakota. I didn't say I completely hated it.
Coach.
And
hey,
now,
fuck you.
I love it. God damn it. No. So now we got kind of an inverse of Black Ragni and Silverbolt's relationship, where she's trying to get him to come back and join the Maximals and everything, seeing the goodness in him. So I really like that.
It's actually cool.
When I was watching it, it suddenly goes, does anyone else read the Dresden Files?
No.
No, okay. They
Where the
probably doesn't
crickets?
matter then if anyone does. Black Arachnia's techno-organic form kind of reminds me of Deirdre, who's one of the villains, who's one of the fallen angels in the Dresden Files, especially with all the spare eyes and the heads and all that. And yeah, I think Black Arachnia is probably the only design that I actually like. Silverbolt's one, obviously because I'm a big Silverbolt fanboy, especially Beast Wars Silverbolt. And he goes from being this really majestic silver winged wolf to being a fucking turkey. And I know he's supposed to be a condor, but he's a bloody turkey. I hated it. I hated it.
Oh,
he's a purple pigeon.
Look, I too will die on the hill that he's a turkey. No doubt about it. There's no like the toy could kind of be a griffin maybe, but no, it's not. It's not. It's a turkey pigeon, and I too will we'll defend that myself.
All right, who else has notes?
I do. Is anybody else?
Tom,
No?
Silverbolt, anyone?
Once, going twice.
Not notes per se, but yeah, I've got a couple comments on the episode.
Oh, go shoot.
You go ahead. Yeah, mine will take longer.
So I know there was an instance. I haven't rewatched all of Beast Machines up until this point, but like in preparation for the show tonight, I watched the episode and I found another clip where Black Arachnia like hits him with I guess some web goop or something like that, and he temporarily kind of comes back to his senses, and he still has that like Beast Wars characterization of like the funny, goofy kind of chivalrous character, and so I did find it a little bit strange that he was like, you know, right off the bat, he was just kind of super, I don't know, he was like furious, man. You know what I mean? Like everything was just right out the window, sort of. It made sense, but it was out of character to a degree, because it's like if he had that sort of emotional trauma or that change, like why didn't he exhibit those characteristics in that previous?
I think it's honestly because now he's fully brought back. That was just kind of a subconscious kind of thing. Like he wasn't fully awakened, I guess.
Right.
When she hit him with the web goop, the thwip.
Well, he even says it, doesn't he? You know, that Megatron, that when he was Jetstorm, he got to do what he wanted without his code of honor getting in the way. And that's what he hated about it. And that was the arc that he was trying to reconcile within himself, was that the noble, chivalrous, goofy warrior that he was in Beast Wars was replaced by this guy who just beat the shit out of people and really enjoyed it. And it was reconciling those two sides to him. And that took him, unfortunately, till the very end of the final episode.
I think they kind of maybe missed an opportunity, sort of, to like. I feel like it was all kind of done sort of in like a rush job almost. I feel like if they did something a little different, like it gave us a perspective from like inside the mind, like inner, like the dueling sparks of like Jetstorm and Silverbolt kind of fighting for dominance or something like that, or if they split into like two separate characters, or if he alternated personalities in some way, or you know what I mean, just kind of.
Yeah, I mean, it's not sparks, it's just reprogramming to his personality. So I mean, it'd be more like a Harvey Dent Two-Face kind of situation.
Yeah,
just like a shell program, right? Yeah,
kind of, yeah. Right. I guess Candace or Silverbolt? Who wants?
Candace,
all right, I'll tackle it. Okay, so you guys are probably gonna think I'm crazy. There's the music in the beginning where Night Scream is looking for noble/savage. And I really, really enjoyed that music. So much so that when I was drawing a couple years ago, I just kept rewinding that part and playing it while I was drawing. I must have done it like 20 or 50 times. I don't know. I just love that music. It was just really neat. I also wanted to say, rest in peace, Jetstorm. He was one of my favorite characters in the show, and then he was gone. Spoiler alert.
Jet Vegeta, basically.
Yeah. All right. When the Maximals think Night Scream might be in trouble, there's no rush to go to his aid. They just kind of casually walk out of the cavern.
Yeah.
And then when Savage flies off with Night Scream dangling from his mouth, Rat Trap doesn't rush off to help him. He actually steers around some small rubble and casually rolls away after them. Nobody's in a rush to help anybody. And oh, here's another one. When Optimus called for a retreat out of Megatron's hot air balloon head thing, and he's holding the doorway open, and Black Arachnia stuns Silverbolt and drags him out. Again, no rush or anything, just dragging him out of the chaos.
Yeah, and he's still he changed the beast mode too, which is weird.
Oh, yeah, he did. But when did he do that?
Like
He
right,
did-
I
he was
guess
in robot mode.
in between the transitions, I guess.
I guess, because I don't remember actually seeing it. And then, but when Optimus is flying away with him, he's in beast mode. Like, oh, he changed. When did that happen? I must have missed it. Cheetor jumps into Megatron's tractor beam to help Optimus, but what was he going to do? It's clearly a tractor beam, which, by the way, Optimus has been caught up in before, again with Megatron at the helm. What was I gonna say? So what was the point of Cheetor joining Optimus in Megatron's vessel? He didn't like contribute anything. I didn't know what that
He
was
just
all
wants
about.
to be
Just
with
to
his
get him
big
out of the
bot.
way, or that's true. Yeah, to be with his dad. Then there's just the whole thing with Night Scream making a new pet with Noble. Oh, that comment Silverbolt made. I was a fool back then. I believed in things. I'm thinking, not things. Things.
I feel like that's like
What things? Be
like
specific.
a Trump.
I'll tell you what he was thinking about. Ah,
Oh, here we go. Why was it taking Red Chef so long to track down Light Scream and Noble? He used to be good at tracking. Kind of made me sad. I think one more thing here. Oh, unlike Cheetor, who said Noble Savage was just a mindless thing. Again, things. Optimus had a wiser, more compassionate take on the matter when he said, when he's ready, he'll come to us. At least that part of his personality is still with him.
Yep.
Because the monkey is my boy. And Rat Trap. So, there you go. Those are my notes. Hope you enjoyed.
One of the things that I was thinking about watching this episode, and I haven't watched Beast Machines in a long time, was why does Black Arachnia have tits?
well,
I mean, in all fairness, she always had them.
I agree.
Yes.
Why? She was a spider.
As a child growing up in the 90s, it was extremely important that I saw those as much as humanly possible.
Yeah, but see, I went with Shatara and Galadriel from Visionaries for that.
Yeah, I mean, Chitara basically like walked around naked the first episode of Thundercats.
Yep.
I mean, she was just full cat suit naked. She was the movie Cats. That's what she was. They all were, as a matter of fact. That's gonna fuck me up later on tonight.
This is why Dakota's growing out his mane.
Yeah, it's the new fad, and I'm trying to be ahead of the curve, and I can't like lift my leg up and like lick my giblets or nothing, but I mean I could just like lick my arm. I could just lick my arm. But yeah, I think it's crucial that Black Arachnia had the boobies. It's just
it's part of her character arc.
I mean, yeah, it should be being based off of a stripper and all, but like I grew up in a household where you guys remember the Tomb Raider movie with Angelina Jolie.
Yes.
The scene where she was in the shower, like you can't really see anything. You don't even like get a good side boob. Like I grew up in a household where like my mom still covered my eyes, right? I still couldn't see the blurry figure there. So
Dakota grew up Mormon.
I mean, look, like it was worse. Like it was my mom and my grandma raised me. Like that was it. Those were the people teaching me right from wrong. You have any idea how awkward the talk is?
And like the four other
when
sister
it comes
wives.
from those two, and like my mom, she had me when she was 6, so she's already like not quite with the times, even there. and then like obviously like my grandmother was much older. She died at 74 back in 2004, I think. I can't remember. So like it was it wasn't like I had the dad or the uncle or whatever to be like, here's a Playboy. If you can read, I suggest some of the articles in betwixt the papers. It wasn't any of that. It was that was what I had. I had Black Arachnia's tits and getting the most awkward talk ever. So
I
What are
was
you gonna
raised by two Catholic grandparents in the west of Ireland. I never had the talk.
That feels oddly fitting, though. Oh man, that's a TM2DB in the chat's just like oof.
Yeah, SLB just goes, "What did I miss?" And it's like, I don't even know where to begin.
Yeah, there's really it's best we leave that back in the darkest part of our minds.
Bro, what if Silverbolt was so angry in the show because nobody had the talk with him?
Could be.
So that's something real quick. Like I didn't watch the show, but like my notes here is this is where I think Beast Machine season 2 really picks up and takes off. Like episodes 2 and 3, I could really just do without. Like, it's just Savage Noble. I mean, nobody cares.
Yeah, but Dakota, there was no rush to anything though in the whole episode. So we're starting to pick up, but we're still taking our time.
We TM2DB, you just need to sit down with your parents and just be like, how come I haven't gotten the talk yet?
No,
or
I'll have the talk with you.
go to like a McDonald's like super early in the morning where the old people are and just be like, hey, can one of y'all just like give me the talk? I've never had the talk. Just give me the talk. Get it from some non-vets. Well, for $35 bottle caps when I was in Vietnam.
You had the talk with me.
So anyways, but yeah, this is I liked this episode of Beast Machines. I also would like to point out that this was when Silverbolt went from Milady to Shut Up Lady. Like he's just very, very aggressive. Very
went
very
from fedora to wife beater.
Yeah. But
if the show came out like 10 years later, I'd just call him an edgelord.
We got one of those in this podcast right now. Tyler,
Me.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't hate the change. I'll be honest.
He went from Milady to
that's
the purse. I don't know you.
He went from Milady to my things. Dude, his transformation is like they really could have put some more work into that. Just that little like huffing and puffing, little flapping before he transforms. Oh man.
Kabar says, Tyler, someone had to talk with you and you didn't listen. Dakota having the talk with me does not count. And to be fair, he just kind of willed my baby into existence. You know how long they kept saying she's pregnant before she was actually pregnant? It's their fault.
Those are facts.
Yeah, my son is 10% Dakota's baby.
It is. That's why I claim abandoning it. That's why I abandoned it.
And 25% Chris's because he kind of kept it going longer.
How is it more? You know what? That's fine. I can be a co-abandonment father with Chris.
That's okay. Look, do you want to pay more child support? I'm going to come after both of y'all. So,
Nice. Co-conspirators.
Josh Fisher, if you're still listening, I'm coming after you too, bud. I'm going after that arm next.
Tyler, are you saying that you only put in 35% of the act?
35% is 100% of me, dog.
You're not wrong.
Oh man.
Oh man, poor Kodiak Joe. He said I'm abandoned. No. So, Simon, what are your thoughts on this episode?
I actually remember the episode too, so I got some things to say after Silverbolt goes.
Okay, yeah. This episode, no, we got to bring my boy back, which was a bonus. but we also lost Jetstorm, who, and I think Beast Machines really did. I think the look of the Predacons, so Thrust, Tankor, and Jetstorm, were far superior to the techno-organic look of the Maximals. I mean, they made Rat Trap look like a 12-year-old boy with acne. So I'm kind of mixed feelings. Now, I did not like Beast Machines. As I said at the beginning, you went from the emotional roller coaster of Beast Wars Season 3, though I still say they shouldn't have brought Dinobot back after he died.
I actually agree with you. I actually
you're my guest. I'm going to respect you. You're my guest.
Dakota, I'm surprised you let him on.
I feel like bringing him back kind of tarnished the way he died. He died.
Yes, I agree.
Helpless death.
Tyler, shut the fuck up.
Hey man,
Tyler,
but you know what? That toy is hella sweet.
Thank you.
Sure, sweet, but you could have named it something else.
Yeah, you could have made.
You know what? He got to sacrifice himself all over again in the end, anyway. So, meh.
The Cyborg Dinobot went from a 3-season character arc from Predacon to self-sacrifice to the exact same thing in 20 minutes.
Yes, he liked it so much he wanted to just skip past all the bullshit and get to the good stuff.
Brother Colin in the chat says, "I don't see that character as Dinobot," and dog, I am with you.
Yeah,
someone mute Brother Kyle. Someone get him the fuck out of here.
Put out a hit on him.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, so anyway, tangent aside, my thoughts on the episode. Silverbolt comes back, and he's edgy, and he's got eye makeup, and he's a fucking turkey.
He's got eye makeup.
He was everything from all of our formative goth years, just rolled up into one, right?
I watched Beast Machines once, all the way through, and it was a chore. And I will admit, I don't miss it. Except for like the last 30 seconds when the real Silverbolt comes back at the end of the last episode with these really cheesy, dark, venom of my heart one-liner. And I'm like, that's the guy I used to know and love.
Aww.
But I think it's the only one of the Transformers seasons that I've never gone back and rewatched.
Wow.
Oh my god. He went from "you are the dark venom of my heart" to "give me the dark venom of my heart, I want to die."
Yeah.
How does this work on the phone? Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, we can hear you.
We're way too old for that.
Awesome. I just wanted to say that Mike is trash, but so is Dalton. And I just wanted to leave. Bye.
Bye, Brett.
Oh my god. Bye, Brett. Wow.
Fuck. That dude drinking old English right now. He got a 40. Wow. Jesus.
This podcast brought to you by malt liquor.
Just oh my god, right? I wish we could get like a sponsorship like that. I would love Guinness to sponsor us. Oh my god. Just get like everyone gets a free case for a month. Let's do it. So okay. My question then is though, since you don't really like you don't really care for Beast Machines, and that's okay. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, no matter how much I think it's wrong.
I knew that was coming.
Well, I don't know. I feel like I'm one out of every like 15 Beast Wars fans. It's just like, you know what, I like Beast Machines, but
Chris is in the back right now, being like, I don't know why the fuck I ever decided to come back.
Chris is just screaming right now, silently, but just silently. He's screaming by clipping Gundam runners, like just clipping the runners just aggressively. So my question is, if you could have like written Silverbolt differently, how would you have done it? How would you have kind of characterized him in Beast Machines? Also, I agree. Like, I think it was more tragic losing Jetstorm than gaining Silverbolt.
If I was to have written that, going by the way the show was, originally my first thought of it was I would have dealt with his arc quicker When he becomes Silverbolt again, when he becomes Silverbolt, he's the angry Silverbolt, he's the edgy Silverbolt, he's the emo Silverbolt. I would have resolved that quicker to get the original Silverbolt back. But I think, Candice, it was you that said that he could have had the fight going on between him of Jetstorm and Silverbolt trying to make control and have Silverbolt beat the Jetstorm persona and then come back as the Silverbolt that we know and love, as a winged wolf. Or at least with a better design than the Condor.
As a winged wolf. not the turkey. Just not the turkey.
Not the turkey. Not the turkey.
What if it was the the toy they used for Quick Strike? What if it was like that design?
Oh yeah.
Even that would have been better than what we got.
Okay.
I think anything would have at this point.
It's like this is something I always give Beast Machines. They're fun little basics. Like,
So
they're not the most accurate, but like all the basic toys except for GeckoBot, that thing fucking sucks. But all the other ones are pretty fun, So
if I could butt in here, I for the most part I agree with what you said, Simon. I think it was Dalton that mentioned that maybe where did his wolf part of his mode go? Did Megatron take it? And I thought it was kind of interesting. I started thinking about it. Maybe his personality, and I love how you removed Dalton so he can't even say nothing.
I think I was the one who brought that up originally.
I thought it was Dalton earlier in the week. Or maybe regardless of who it was, it had me thinking for quite a bit. So maybe the result of Silverbolt's anger and all that being so intense. Are you done, Mike?
He's done. I'm back now.
All right.
Poor Tyler.
Maybe the reason it was so intense is because it removed half of his beast mode. Because we know that their beast modes play a huge part of their personality. And Silverbolt in Beast Wars, his primary animal in beast mode was the wolf. And wolves being canines are very loyal creatures, so on and so forth. And you know what I mean? Like very selfless kind of creatures with them, with their packs and whatever. Maybe removing that and leaving him with only a bird beast mode impacted his personality. And I know I'm thinking way too far into it, but I thought it would be a really cool idea, way to explain it. Which is why we also had Savage Noble being you know what I mean, like a really friendly and kind of loyal character to Night Scream, and then Savage being a fucking straight up savage.
Yeah.
Noble really was the best boy.
It's the mother.
Rick in the comments said we got character development. We got all the character development we needed in Beast Wars. Beast Machines was like, yo, we're gonna run around and look cool as hell in our Matrix jackets. But by the way, the seeds of the future lie buried in the past. Like that pretty much sums it up.
For real though, like that line has so much power to it. Like it's a heavy line. Like I got that shit tattooed on me. Like it's such a heavy line. It plays more than just some simple story arc. Like that's deep as fuck.
That's true. Well, Simon, was there anything else you wanted to add to this, dude?
No, I pretty much covered it. No, that's
okay.
Cool. That was mostly what I wanted to say about Silverbolt as in general in that episode.
I got you. Well, like again, I take your opinion on it a lot more serious. Considering how much of a fan of the character you are, and it was really awesome to get your insight on this. So I definitely appreciate you coming on and cutting it up with us. And I'll get the actual links to all your other social medias and stuff like that from Tom, and we'll leave all that down in the description for anyone who wants to find all that. So I know it's getting late over there, and I definitely, again, I appreciate it. Time differences and all that. It was real cool to be able to chat it up with you.
Perfect.
All right. Well, see you later, man.
Take care, guys. Thanks for having me. Good luck.
Have a good one.
Thank you.
Adios. Au revoir. Auf Wiedersehen.
No, none of that French shit.
God, Tyler.
That's the soundbite.
You're wild.
For next
You're
week.
ridiculous.
None of that French shit. And I ostracized the whole province in Canada.
Tom, dude, appreciate you for hooking us up with him like that, man.
Dude, steady doing work. We ain't even got to pay him a finder's fee.
I know.
Hey man, I've been linking you guys with some good content to the Facebook page. I got you guys like guest appearances now and stuff on the podcast.
If you could show up more often, we'd make you a full-time member.
Well, we definitely without a doubt.
If I was a full-time member, sorry to cut you off, then I couldn't participate in the giveaways.
Oh, he's got a point. I was gonna say we could just take him straight from unpaid intern to unpaid member, but he's got a point. He's got a really good point. So. All right, Tom, I am going to drop you out. I appreciate it.
Not a problem, guys. Always a pleasure.
Yeah, have a good one, Tom.
Later. We're gonna talk.
Dude does all the work for the first 45 minutes of this episode. And you're gonna drop him out like that? Wow.
Well, when it comes to
nothing but Scarborough
seniority, like our boy here,
like a dragoon.
Seniority. Look at him just aggressively
Let me see
cutting.
what those screws look like, though. I want to know how
aggressively
you've been flipping them pieces off.
I want to know how many scores are on the blast.
I'm just panel on it right now, but I can't believe you guys are still trying to make it through that trash show.
That shit's a mess right now, isn't it?
You know what, Chris?
All black.
It's not a trash show.
I left like a year ago, and you're still somehow watching Beast Machines. That's awful.
That's because I have us doing other stuff.
Don't you just want to get through it though? Like just get through that show.
I mean, respectfully, I just stopped watching the episodes, so.
Oh, dude, did anyone share the show links on our social medias?
The what?
Because I forgot. Did anyone share the show links on our social medias?
No. That's okay. Most people listen afterwards anyway. Kabar, get on top of that.
Is it though?
You got 15 watching right now.
Which Kabar though?
Thank you, Mike. Kabar's like, nope. Brett texted me, said, come on, I don't do liquor. That's right. Brett's a man. He drinks man drinks. Like burr. All right, can you guys see the screen share?
Yeah.
Like burr?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
This is Stasis Lock.
So, that's who we are. We're getting into our screen share section. You can follow our social medias at facebook.com/beastwars, twitter.com/StasisLockCast, and you can always email us at StasisLockPodcast@gmail.com. Also, don't forget to join our Facebook group, the Beast Wars Society. Now, moving it right along.
Steady
it's
growing. You forgot Instagram.
Steady growing. Yeah, we also have an Instagram now.
Yep. What is it? StasisLockCast? Instagram? Oh, okay. At StasisLockPodcast. Okay, there's no consistency in any of our names, but that's okay. Thank you for running the Instagram, Mike. You're doing a great job.
No.
We'll get you a shirt.
He's doing
as long as you just copy and paste everything me and Tyler post.
Yeah,
mostly Tyler post.
I wanted someone to do anyway.
I did, and someone went and changed it and deleted my other post. So, Tyler.
Well, you know what? I'll deal with the salt after the show.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Just put all our inner drama out there, just for everyone to.
I got the pepper. I got the pepper for your salt.
Look, it's snowing here. I got to lay the salt down, so we'll do it after.
So, the first bit of news is if you're going to Pete's Robocon in June, you should be at that convention, which is June 5th through 6th in 2020 in Louisville, Kentucky. We're going to be doing the Stasis Lock Ultra Gear photo op. So, Sheetor for an epic galloping gyroscopic gathering of the most open Sheetors in one location. Mike, you butchered that on Saturday, dude.
Up, man. I got
Guys,
what did you call it? He called it a galloping geriatric gathering or something like that. I was like, God.
Hey, how many? I asked you like 3 or 4 times before I left Texarkana how to say it, and I still got it wrong.
Yeah. Dude, I was like, man, he's gonna bring all the old chicks with the applesauce.
Yeah, well, make sure.
All right, we gotta
on for this photo op. Maybe even Pete himself will grab a pussy and take a picture with you. Who knows?
Hey, Flames toys.
I'll loan him. I'll loan him one of mine.
Shout out to Optional S.
Oh my.
Oh man.
You got enough.
All right, yeah. So Flametoys logo. That's
Nope,
a
nope,
shock on this show, isn't it?
Flames with S.
Okay.
Look at that S. I see it. I see it right now. Flames
Flame
toys.
S
It's right-
toys.
Right there. Flams Toys.
right.
There's a rumor that at New York Toy Fair, Flame Toys is going to have Beast Wars product on display. So,
Well, they
what
already
could
they already confirmed that they're doing Beast Wars stuff. They already confirmed. that
well,
they
they
were
did.
doing
Okay,
it.
well, by the time I
will
put
just
this
be
slideshow
official.
together,
No.
I'm gonna
We
say
covered it. We covered it months ago. They said
I'm
that
gonna
they were
say
going to do
Optimal
Beast Wars.
Optimist because that's the most block.
Yeah, they
You
were
think
going to do
this
the
is-
three. They were going to do Big Convoy. They were going to do Lio Convoy. And they were going to do Primal.
oh, holy
yeah.
shit, that's right. That was Flame Toys.
Yeah.
Flames.
Well, I mean, they're doing like, they're doing more now than they were doing back then. Cause like back then it was like 2 model kits and like 3 very expensive, like high dollar Soul of Chigokins, that they
Yeah.
were offering. So I want to see, I hope we see more than just the 3 convoys, I want to see,
You know
like
what?
Chris said,
though?
Optimal Optimus. I don't want to see
happy
Optimal Optimus.
Starting with these though.
I
I'm
don't
happy
want
with
to see
starting with
Optimal
the
Optimist. I just think that's likely.
No, I don't think
I
it
want
will
to see
be.
Dinobot.
I don't think it will be because it wouldn't
Ooh.
be a Big Convoy or Lio Convoy.
I just want to see
Oh,
Dinobot.
I don't know. How well do they make roundedness?
The kits,
What?
the IDW stuff is pretty, curved and anime like.
I think it's going to be more like the T Beast, like designed kind of like that, like more sharper edges. I don't
Wish
think
you
it's
could
going
see
to.
how
Yet
fucking
another
fat this
company
lipstick
tackling the
sticking out
T-Beast
now.
book.
I don't think it's going to be T Beast because this is official. You had me doing it. Flame Toys.
Flames toys.
Flame Toys is
He's been
official.
conditioned.
So I feel like this is going to be a fresh, modernized take on like a Cybertronian looking beast. Who knows? Maybe it'll have fur, and you just kind of got to glue that shit on like fake eyebrows.
Fucking ew. Just big bushy
You
eyebrows.
trash.
Who was the
Who,
guy that played Jim's dad in American Pie?
I know exactly.
Oh,
Big
Eugene
old
Levy?
bushy eye, but
Yeah,
Well,
Eugene
yeah.
Levy. Some Eugene Levy eyebrows.
There's like a couple caterpillars trying to kiss in the middle. Hang on a second. Okay, can you highlight Transmetal 2 Dinobot's comment there in the chat there?
Sure.
He
Let me
said,
just put more strain on my computer.
Do it.
Oh, wow.
Do it.
Tyler, you totally deciphered that guy's handle.
So it's been like weeks. I didn't do it at first. I just said the letters and numbers in sequence. I'm trash. He says, no organic, no buy. This motherfucker's favorite transformer is Transmetal 2 Dinobot.
Transmetal 2 is organic. It's part organic.
The worst part.
It's not organic.
Shut up.
It's Transmetal.
It's Transmetal 2, which means it's half and half.
Transmetal is half and half. Transmetal 2 is half and half from a blender.
Yeah, but you get it. You get the best of both worlds in both modes. Half
Hey,
and half.
Transmetal rights. Have you guys not said that yet?
I don't think so.
You guys are
Anyway,
lacking.
so I'm just giving you shit. Down about it. It's all good. But yeah, no, I'm excited for these model kits, man. Like, I think these are going to be the only 3 that I'll buy, depending on how they look anyway at this toy fair.
If
Well,
they're like
that's-
the Seekers and all that, they're going to be too small, in my opinion.
Well, that's if they do model kits. Most of their stuff is the high quality figures.
I don't think. No, I think.
I
when
think
we covered
most of their
before,
stuff
they were
is model
talking
kits at
about
this point.
At
that.
this
Yeah.
point, yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like I think that's kind of one of their statements they made long ago going forward was that they wanted to start offering more model kit options because that seemed to be the more popular route because like yeah, some people got that $350 Tarn and the $200 Drift and I don't even know what they really cost. But a lot more people are apt to spend $60 on a model kit, $30 to $60 on a model kit. Me. And it's definitely not Chris. Chris ain't the guy. But
Fuck that.
but I'm your guy. So I definitely hope it's model kits. I mean, it'd be cool if it's both. Like, especially if they do Dinobot, which they should. They should do both organic and regular and Transmetal 2 Dinobot. I want the model kit and I want the ridiculously overpriced figure.
This motherfucker, man. Chris won't buy a Zoid model kit for $60 to $100, but he'll sell you a Bionicle for $50 to $100.
Yeah, because you're dumb and you're buying Bionicle.
He'll sell Dalton the Bionicle for $50 to $100.
Yeah.
There's a big difference. So I'm excited. What's Mike, what are you looking out for? Well, Mike, you're probably not interested. No Transform, no buy?
Oh, third party, no buy.
Well,
It's not third party, it's official license.
Well, it's official third party.
No Transform, no buy.
He's just looking for an excuse. Candace, what about you? What you hoping for out of this?
I gotta be honest, I have no idea what you guys are talking about with this.
It's a
That's
toy
all right.
that doesn't even transform.
When is New York Toy Fair?
Just
Next
Google
weekend.
Flames Toys. If Flame Toys comes up, disregard it. It's Flames Toys with an S.
So
Don't do that. I feel like that's probably some real questionable, like, sexual toys thing. It's like
Yeah.
Flames toys.
So New York Toy
Because it's
Fair
bad conjugation? Yeah, probably.
is the 22nd to the 25th.
Yep.
So if there are pictures, we will have them up. We will have them up as soon as possible, just like we did with Tigatron, just like we did with those little baby chibi things. That's not a real
I mean, the
thing.
rest of our news we haven't gotten into.
But keep it locked to the Stasis Lock Facebook page, Instagram, Twitter, all that shit. Make sure you're keeping it locked. We will have the news to you as soon as possible. And if you're not a part of the Beast Wars Society, then you miss out. Sucks to be you.
Keep
But I'm really,
Sucks to suck.
really excited to see these guys.
So honest.
All right. In other non-interesting news, the Transformers 100-page giant Power of the Predacons dropped today, and it's $6, and it collects some stories. I think it collects some Marvel, maybe US, maybe UK. I know it collects. It's either Ascending Part 1 or Gathering Part 1. I can't remember. And it collects Dawn of the Predacons, which was that story that they did for the 2016 BotCon, which really isn't all that great. It's I guess it's fine as its own standalone thing, but it doesn't really tie into anything that they've done or that BotCon did. It's just kind of a. Anyways, they couldn't even give us a new cover.
Wow.
It's trash.
Yeah, they gave us. They just the Ascending #1's B cover.
So to be fair, I feel like this was actually a good move. And hear me
To
out.
reprint a cover.
I do, because this cover is really well done. And a lot of those
I think-
characters on that thing are really, really recognizable to actual Beast Wars fans.
It's really well done when you open it up and see the maximal side of the other side, which it may still have, but I don't know. But no, man, I think they should have paid like Matt Frank or Dan Kana some money and had them throw together a nice cover of like the characters featured in these stories. Like, yeah, you would have maybe had like Magmatron and Razor Claw and whoever else, just some notable Predacons from the eras on the cover, just something new. Like that's the cover was really what was kind of going to be the deciding factor for me. Now it's like if I walk into my comic shop on Friday and they don't have it, I'm not going to sweat it. But if they do, I'll pick it up because I have no self-control and I'm a punk bitch. So. But I like these collected volumes. Even if it's just like some random stories here and there that they put together, it's neat. It's a way to put some older stuff out there that maybe like fans really would have enjoyed.
Shit in there too.
Yeah, that would have been cool. Something from Sins. Yeah.
I still need to pick up that book.
Or even the ending of the Unicron book.
Dalton
I don't
hasn't
that one.
changed.
Oh yeah, the Unicron mini that had all the beasts in it. Yeah. So which there's more than just Predacons, but yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's out there if you want to pick it up. I'm a little critical of this. So Rick in the comments said, these stories are fantastic. I have the single issues and the trades as well as the omnibus. So I guess he's talking about like Gathering and Ascending.
Probably.
So, Dead Spotlight Jazz is in there, which probably featured Predacons semi-heavily. Heavily.
Heavenly.
You're getting there.
I'm getting there. Real quick, this is from our friends over at MPSP Theater. This is Josh posted this on his personal Facebook page. Says, all right, I have a huge favor to ask you all. He's working on a project for MPSP Theater, and this is where we come in. He needs some short voice clips, lots of them, about him, Nick Brammer, Russ the Muss, Hobbit Sam Mead, and Road Warrior Rob Milton. We're looking for genuine thoughts, preferably funny, about each of us, and a statement about the show if you want. At minimum, one statement about each of us. Anything goes. Anything goes. Please email the voice clips to mpsptheater@gmail.com. We will take submissions until February 22nd. I have already sent in a fair share. Some short, one that was a little lengthy and kind of written out, but yeah, I think this is fun. Like, I'm still thinking up some more to send their way. So this would be cool. And I have no idea what kind of a project they're gonna use it in. So
Bro, I sent in some voice clips. I don't know if they're gonna use them, but I sent one. It was like the TKO guys definitely paid Josh Fisher to shit all over Peanut Tires. The other one I know is not gonna be used, but like the other one that I sent was funny as fuck. I was like, Nick could be a millionaire and still be mad because of all the extra zeros.
Oh God.
That's wordplay, baby.
You're ridiculous.
If you know, you know. That's all I'm saying.
All right. Get into some
Shout out to those guys,
some news. Get into a little bit of news. This is some canceled news. Apparently this is from what did they say, like 2016 or 2014 or something like that?
Yeah, 2016. I don't know what company either though.
Yeah, it's just apparently a company's name is user 26917744457. So go nuts there.
Please leave a message after the beep.
So I'm gonna go grab food from the door. But while I'm gone, can you guys come up with a short form for that name? Kind of like how Toy World is.
Holy shit, that is a phone number. That's enough.
Call it.
I'm doing it.
We'll call them Flames Toys.
269-177-4457.
Put that shit on speaker.
Hey, yo.
Oh.
Your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again.
I guess I got
disconnected.
La llamada tal y como se marcó el número. Favor de verificar el número y márquelo de nuevo.
Here I was
Message
thinking,
US01 LV.
I was thinking it was Danielle with my extended warranty.
So anyways, they're super deformed, kind of chibi Beast Wars characters. And apparently the only one that they, I guess, painted up, we're only going to look at two of them, is Cheetor. So it's formed and adorable as well, super deformed. And yeah, there's a Dinobot that I would love to have.
Awesome.
I want to get in contact just to get this printed super deformed Dinobot.
Dakota.
Look at his little smile. Look at both of their little smiles. Cheetor, we're focusing on Dinobot. Look at Dinobot's little E. It's like he doesn't want to take the school picture, but he's taking the school picture anyways. These are adorable. Look at that. Oh, Cheetor, stop horsing around. Like a little cowboy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I really want this Dinobot.
I would have questioned this even when I was buying everything. Also, a little bit earlier, you said you got all the Fox Kids repaints, and I
but two.
I just wanted to throw you a very sideways glance.
Yeah, no. I didn't, I kind of figured that I wouldn't have, that I wasn't gonna get away from that one.
Someone's gonna have to reach out to me when he's tracking down that Yellow Eyes depth charge or Green Eyes or whatever the hell it is.
Charge, and it's on the table. It's on the table.
Oh my god.
Well, I still need I need the Fox Kids Transmetal Waspinator and the Fox Kids Transmetal Air Razor. So as soon as I get those,
the Waspinator is just buzzsaw, man. You should want that.
Yeah. Well, I want it now because it's just G2 Transmetal Waspinator.
So I had Air Razor. We got it.
Yeah, but yours had flaky ass chrome on it. And like
98.
I can't do flaky chrome. Like I'm such a picky bitch. When it comes to chrome. So, but I want, but I'm not picky about that. Oh, look at him just sitting there, a little grin. looks like he shit his pants. He's waiting on Big Bot to come change him.
Just do all but Primal with this chibi design and have Primal taking care of him.
Made him a stank. He made him a little stank. So Lio Convoy.
God damn it.
I just went right to the shoulder, right? I just went right to the shoulder.
Yep, I did too. Don't worry. I got that in here. I promise.
Okay.
Who was that? Was that Deluxe that did that?
It was Deluxe.
Yeah. So we got
no, I think it was Joe and Deluxe both.
Lio Convoy on display, looking sharp as a tack from all sides. Look at that smooth back. Oh, and he got him a bottom. Look at that donk. He got him some backside here.
See, Tyler, you're talking to me about Tigatron, and listen to Dakota drooling over his backside here for live.
Yeah. Oh man, I've been the pent up sexual frustration. I mean, excitement for getting new Beast Wars is really hitting me.
Not like this.
And look at that Peeps Prime.
Not like this.
Oh my god.
Put a little red thing on
Peeps
top, and that's
Convoy.
the Chick-fil-A logo.
Can't be unseen. Damn it.
That's the best pin placement ever.
Lio Condor, am I right?
Hey.
Go Birds.
Go Birds. Affleck.
Yep.
Anyways, we also see him here with the Generation Select Seacons or Seacons.
If you're dumb.
Yep. So I put in the scale.
Is it Scourge there too?
Is it? You mean clearly you meant Scourge? I know that you.
No,
didn't.
Orson Welles said Scourge. That must be law.
Gotta feel it. So, anyways, I don't feel like this is scale. I definitely don't think it is.
So big.
But this feels like something. This feels like a God Neptune teaser, and I'm perfectly fine with it. And I can't wait for it. And I would buy it. So, but I like seeing them together. I think if I were to get that God Neptune, I doubt they would do a proper masterpiece, and I would be more than willing to stick these molds in those colors in with my masterpiece display. Should it ever come to that point?
I guess
So,
we'd
I
have
gotta
to wait
admit, this kind of has me a little bit worried. So if they're okay with letting the Seacons just be some Legends figures to fit the masterpiece aesthetic, what else are they going to let Generations or Legends pass as for masterpiece scale?
Well, I'm going to stop you right
Will we
there.
not
I don't
see a
think they're.
Rat Trap? Will we
I don't
not
think
see
they're
a Rat Trap?
passing. I don't think they're passing these as for because I mean these are the G1 Seacons, right? Like I think these are definitely meant to go in with your other G1 like Generations Takara Legend stuff. Like this, I think this would scale well with the Legends God Jinrai and stuff like that that's already out. But like with Beast Wars being a different and a shorter, smaller scale, comparable to some of the G1 stuff, and how I think a lot of these bots, when compared, to Lio Convoy, the individual bots would probably stack up really well against him. I think it'll work for Beast Wars Masterpiece where it won't work for G1 Masterpiece, and it's not intended to work for G1 Masterpiece.
I wasn't sure if that's what it said.
Are you gonna argue? You're gonna pick a time to fucking argue? It's gonna be right now.
Let's hear the drama.
It's gonna be right now.
Well, no, we're not arguing. She asked me if she could wipe down the change pad with wet wipe.
Okay.
You can.
Yeah.
You can do that.
So
yes.
We don't argue. We're respectable.
We
adults.
co-parent. We co-parent.
We're co-parents. I only peg half the time. We're about to start a joint Facebook account.
Oh, that means one of y'all cheated. Shout out to Eric B.
I didn't know if you were gonna do it.
I had to, man. I couldn't resist. Shout out to Mickey. Toy Detox Mickey. Had to do it. All right. But yeah. So that's anyways. I think it'll be fine. Moving right along.
I don't know. I'm not getting the Seacons, but I am getting the Lio Convoy. So.
I'm not getting these, but I would definitely pick them up as God Neptune.
1, 2,
It'd be nice to see something in June around was it Tokyo Toy Show?
Well, I mean, who knows, man? Like they could probably also show something off at Toy Fair with how closely Hasbro and Sakura have been working together, or so we're told.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be fine. All right. Late. I can't remember when this went up. I think this went up on Friday. The BotCon Facebook page put up galleries of the Transbel 2 Cheetors, which apparently a lot of people didn't know about. Well, both of these, but definitely the one in the middle, which I thought was interesting. So neither of them are listed on either TF Wiki or TFU Info, which is why I'm always so adamant when people bring up those two websites that they're not the end all be all. They still make mistakes and they're not 100% all.
If they are now, I'm sure they stole them.
Last I checked, they still weren't up. In which, I mean, this one to the right, I can see why they wouldn't, because it's technically a prototype, but it's also a canceled deco, which they have other canceled planned release stuff out there too. But this one in the middle is not a canceled deco. And I don't know if Walrus Law is still in the chat, but if he is,
he left.
Oh, okay. Well. Anyways, shout out to Walrus Law. He actually kind of dropped a line. Walrus Law and Proto Man both helped, at least me identify this one in the middle. So it's either, I guess, one of the two things that they said it was. Both of those dudes are super knowledgeable. So I trust
Brian
him.
told us about that one in the middle a long while ago.
Yeah, he's just been sitting on that little nugget of information for a while. It's the same with the Transmetal 2 Dinobot and the Green Eyes Depth Charge. I don't think they have the Green Eyes Depth Charge listed on either TFU or TF Wiki. So
I don't think so either.
Yep. So all you variant chasers, there you go. Although the one on the right is going to be the most problematic one to find. So it's pretty cool. Go check those out in your own free time. Links in the description. Now for the good shit.
Finally.
MP50 as a Beast Wars mold, everybody.
Listen, all right, everybody, celebrate, clap it up, and then let's take a moment of silence for the milestone that is Beast Wars MP50. It could have been anything in the world, some bullshit G1 character no one gives a shit about, but it's something that matters.
That's what I said.
But it was a dick.
Been RC.
It was the
Yeah. So that's interesting,
I mean,
dude. Like
doesn't RC have a dick in the comics?
in the comics.
all of my shit on a Beast Wars character for 50. I actually hoped more it would bring her for the 50. Like I feel like it's a good number for be a feat in engineering, which would be a masterpiece that looks good in all three modes. None of the third party have been able to do. But like the $30 Voyager does closer than any Fight Me. Or it could have been RC, which was MP51. But this is fucking awesome.
Bro, I am so happy. Your connection was terrible that entire time you were speaking about that.
Yes.
No one else needed to hear that.
Okay. Well, needless to say, I'm excited. Well, and real quick, we get to see a good scale here. Also, everyone who thought he was just going to be a straight up Cheetor repaint, drop 20 in the chat.
Booyah.
Yeah, $20 in the chat, and also type F in the chat. So,
Just cat
we
noises
have-
from Tigertron? Is that what's happening?
Sorry.
it's fitting.
He brought me one of his toys.
Oh, what an adorable little man.
Oh, God,
So,
So who all getting 2 for a Snow Stalker?
I'm getting 3 just for the standard. You know, I buy 3 of them.
Now you need 5.
No, no, no. I don't. So it shares obviously some of the same engineering from what we can see right. I mean, definitely like from the waist down, it looks the same. From the shoulders down to the hands look the same, except, and I don't know if we have a better angle of it. He's got his wrist blasters, which I thought they would have included. If I'm being honest, I wouldn't have thought they would have like put that in.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that either.
Dude, that cat's been smoking some dope. Look at my eyes.
One of the pictures has that that shit hanging off his forearm looking pretty bad. I don't know if the wrist blasters made it worse than on Cheetor.
Well, I've got it. We'll get to it. So MSRP is going to be 24,000 yen, which is about $220 US. And if you look at the typical 30% that you get off at import sites, you're looking at a $160 US price tag.
Except,
which that's not bad.
Yeah, what is that? Is that like what, $20 less than Dinobot?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm okay with
Considering
that.
the size of them.
Yeah, I was gonna say like, look, I mean, he's about $20 shorter than Dinobot, anyways. So,
one thing I like about this is they've broken the mold of the other Maximals, and he's actually got the actual tiger head on his chest.
yeah, it's not a faux chest.
Yeah, then
It
they
looks like it actually. Yeah,
and then adding that feature with Dinobot where you can turn the eyes around for the different modes.
that's what it looks like. And look at how. And these are 2 great figures back here, but God, look at how just bad they look with these other 4.
you get that hard hero.
No, we'll get the real masterpiece when it comes out.
All right.
Yeah, you tell him, Dalton.
It's not like you can't get rid of the hard hero when the real.
I mean,
one
you can
comes
get
out.
both.
Chris,
Yeah,
is this
that's
what you were talking about with the forearm junk?
Maybe.
With it just being, which
That might have
I
been
get
the-
it definitely looks like it's got more transformation joints here, which probably causes it. We didn't see any like actual toys of the beast mode on display, just the picture from the beginning.
It's got to have more because like they have to fill out a larger cat body.
Right.
Yeah,
Instead of
that thick tiger.
And I don't know if these, it looks like these, I don't know if this would just like clip out and just be an in the box accessory when you're not using it, or if it actually maybe like folds backwards and into the arm. I don't know. I'm curious about that.
Dinobot in the chat says, blow me away with Air Razor and Pterosaur. Motherfucker, whatever one comes first, people are going to be like, oh, it's going to be a repaint of that one for Pterosaur. Or vice versa. People are dumb.
I'm looking forward to both of those
How are
characters.
you
Like,
going to
we're
repaint Air Razor and a Pterosaur?
They
we're
both
so
fly.
Exactly.
we're so close to having like the season 1 maximal cast. It's just
They better stop
3
jumping
more.
like this. This jumping to doing Tigatron and Black Arachnia is not in order, and it's troublesome.
I really hope the next ones we get are going to be 2 Predacons. I want to see 2 Predacons back to back. Like I definitely want Pterosaur and Waspinator. I feel like Scorponok would be an easy one to do for them too. Just because he's small and fairly simple as far as design goes. But
Wait, what noise does he make when he transforms?
let's see. I'm
Those
trying
are
to
all
see if
alright.
there's just any other. Any other nonsense in
It's
here?
funny. It's about the same noise Michael makes when he climaxes.
Oh my god! You're just trying to get him to come back to Facebook, aren't you? That's why you keep bringing him up.
I am, man. I feel like if I talk shit enough, it'll just will him back into existence.
He's not Beetlejuice.
Let's all complain about the paint quality here, since this is a final production piece. Look at all this choppy paint.
Tyler, do you want Micah's address?
Oh, don't do that.
No.
Oh, good.
I feel like if he wants me to have it, he'll just show up at my door.
No good can come from that. Look at these big, meaty, fucking paws back here, man.
Get some.
God, he looks so good. And then like it's even some more like retooling down here in these legs.
Yep.
Are these on backwards, Chris? Isn't it supposed to?
Looks like it checks
fold
out.
Okay, it checks out. Okay. Just,
what kind of
Tyler
accessory do you think this one might come with?
I think the wrist launchers are the accessories.
I'd be fine if there wasn't some dumb shit that I need to keep in the box.
I bet you he comes with some type of fucking tube that plugs into the side of his head from that one episode that he hacked into the Predacon base.
Yeah,
he's gonna have another VR headset.
I was gonna say either that or like just a flower, kind of like anytime you get a beachcomber, he's gonna come with like a bird
or the butterfly or whatever from the out.
No, man. Tigertron about to come with a whole tree, so you can just kind of have him pounced in there.
I want it to come with the transformation, the mode lock thing from what was that episode? Was from the Pro?
Oh, the lock lens.
I think that'll come with Tarantulas.
I don't know. That's a hefty accessory.
Tarantulas would have too many accessories. That was the case.
He come with with like a bunch of like beakers and like lab shit.
Little arachnoids.
Or
the little tarantulas can come with the little spider drones.
The little Y bomb that they planted underneath the
face. Yeah.
Sonic something.
Sonic
Disruptor.
Yeah, something like that.
I should have come with Black Arachnia or something.
There just needs to be like a full-on accessory pack. Just a full-on accessory pack.
Tarantulas could only come with those little spiders. But is that only for Transmetal?
No, we had them in season 1 too.
Yeah.
Remember, how could you forget the instant hit classic, The Low Road?
Yes.
Don't laugh. I'm serious. That's the best season 1 episode.
So I latch on to Dinobot from that episode, and he doesn't change, so it couldn't tell you what season it was.
He picks up one of the little spider drones when they're dragging tarantulas through the caverns.
Yeah.
And he's like looking at it, like shaking it around and shit.
It's a flashlight. He's just using it as a flashlight to guide the way.
You just get like 2 or 3 of them with LEDs.
I would spend $200 on an accessories pack just to get all the little gadgets and things, especially from the first season.
Imagine buying an entire box of stuff that's going to look great in the box.
That's the joys of buying 2 to open, because you can make use of all that stuff if you buy 1 accessory box. Well, 2. I'd have to
buy 2 Tigatrons. You can have twice as much shit in the box.
I'd have to send one of the accessory boxes to the mainframe show editors and Bob Forward to sign, because they're basically the voice actor equivalent for the gizmos and the gadgets, I guess. So, anyways, look at that handsome young man, and he's even got the little whiskers poking out, which this time they won't get folded up on the inside.
My cheetah head is in the box. It doesn't need to be inside the torso.
I have one that I fold up, one that I don't transform, so they're not folded. So I'm fine with it. And this is from our boy Kabar. He did this up in the repaint that we need, but not the one that we deserve.
He's a Tigatron.
$160 is too much to pay for a repaint.
Nope, I'd pay $220 for this. I'd pay the $200. Absolutely, because it'd be Takara Tomy Mall, and we can't get those from Amazon Japan. So
I don't think there's any Beast Wars masterpiece that I would pay for a repaint. Like Shadow Panther was kind of like an impulse because it was all new. But I don't want that Shadow Panther. I want to get rid of that.
What about MP38?
Like I said, it was all new. These were like the first 4 releases. Now that like we see that more are coming out, I know what I want, and I don't want to spend this kind of money on a repaint. Not because like the repaint is a cheap way out. It's just it's excessive.
Yeah, I think to me the price dictates we're not getting the repaint. All right.
Like that's kind of my stance on it. Like you can repaint it. Like the reason the Primal's repaint works for me is because that's how he looked in the Japanese cartoon.
Yeah, that's fine. That's why you bought it for me to go with the
Lio Convoy. Yeah,
the lion guy. But for this, like, what the hell are you doing with this? What the hell are you doing with Shadow Panther? They're unnecessary.
This is for Dakota and Dakota only, and Dakota's like 5 followers.
it really is, man.
One.
Like
Kabara would buy one.
Dalton would buy one because Dakota bought one.
No, I'd buy one because it actually looks cool.
I would make an order for one and then talk shit and get his account banned.
I would do any of the prototype decos. I would love repaints, but I feel like the price.
Quitting collecting altogether.
The price pretty much like dictates like we're not going to get a repaint out of it. Just with it being so much. I don't think we're gonna get. I think we're paying like the same way with like Black Arachnia. I think we paid for whatever repaint money they would have made on her had they intended to repaint her. I think that's why Cheetor and Primal were so cheap.
So you don't want a powered up silver Black Arachnia?
I would buy it. I would absolutely buy it, but I don't think we're gonna get it. Like I don't think we're gonna get prototype Tigatron or Tigertron. Please don't report me. And like I would love to get like Grimlock from Dinobot, but like it's all of that stuff that I know isn't going to happen just because like I'm basing that just on the price point. If it does happen, I would love to and buy them because I would love that. I would absolutely love that. But any of the canceled toy decos, Tigatron, Tarantulas, Scorponok, I think that's it. I think that's the only ones that were really like altered significantly. I'd pick them up. I'd definitely pick them up.
Do you think we saved any money on this Tigatron because some of the engineering was already known, even though it's all new molds because it's all bigger? But some of the engineering was known before this was made.
I doubt it. Honestly, I don't think so. Because I mean, they still had to figure out. They still had to figure out how to get the bigger back legs to work with these new robot or with these kind of same robot legs opposed to Cheetor's thinner ones that were just able to hide up and away.
So hang on, let's go through this. The feet are new. The calves are new.
Well, everything's new. All the molding's new.
The crotch piece isn't.
No, it's new. It's larger than it was before. It's not the same thing having plastic put into it.
I know, but blowing something up is nothing. Look at all the oversized KOs we got.
That's true.
I don't see the rails though. I don't see what how it was on that sliding joint. You know how on Cheetor it was on that sliding joint.
Oh shit, you might. I
don't see that sliding joint. So I think that's a new thing.
Might be all new.
Engineering, from an engineering standpoint, I definitely think like okay. As new as that is, like I think a lot of the transformation scheme is reused, but at the same time, like I don't think Cheetor's thighs look like this. I think his were all more or less solid, weren't they? From like this, I don't think this was its own independent moving piece.
So Jed in the chat says, what would a Masterpiece Plus Beast Wars figure look like? No cell shaded. And I would just like to retort boldly and say there wouldn't be a Masterpiece Plus for Beast Wars because we got everything we wanted the first time around.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's absolutely true.
And like, I think there's something to talk about there too. Like, so our Masterpiece were cartoon accurate from Jump Street. And I feel like the success of that, well, no, because Sunstreaker came out when? Right around, was it Primal or Cheetor? When did they start going towards the toon aesthetic?
Sunstreaker came out before Dinobot, so he was after Cheetor.
Okay. Maybe it was around. I could be wrong, but I feel like there's a correlation between Primal came out, he was successful. Cheetor came out, he was successful. And in the investors' minds, they were like, tune accuracy is successful. So now they're gearing up to make everything tune accurate and charge a whole bunch.
Well, no, I think that really started. Yeah.
That might be the shot right there, Dakota. But I didn't realize he had the wrist guns.
Yeah. But I mean, it is. It's all bigger. But like at the same time, I think that's. I don't know. I'd have to go back and watch, like, try to check out Tigatron's forearm guards. But I still feel like that's adequate.
Little cat.
For whatever we need. But it looks like the knees and the shins are like the only like kind of same engineering thing here. And the arms, possibly.
So Chris Andrews,
I definitely can't wait to get this in hand because it looks like there's a lot of new shit here.
Oh, same, man. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Chris Andrew in the chat says MP Plus could also be the toy deco, but who here besides Dakota would actually buy toy deco versions of all the Masterpiece all over again?
Give us the Hasbro toy deco where it's just like this beige-ish color.
I was gonna say like MP38 is already basically toy deco.
To be fair, though, that was kind of scapegoated with the movie, though.
It was, and like that's all well and good. Like a Cheetor, though, like I mean, I don't know if I would pay just to have a Cheetor
Flat blue.
that's just like flat blue and like solid that doesn't have the actual like the fade for the belly, and I don't know that I would do that. As much as I say I don't want a toy color Dinobot, I would still buy a toy color Dinobot.
That flesh color.
Oh god!
I don't just that peckerhead color because I just don't have the patience or I don't have the willpower. I mean,
what about a Fox Kids Plus?
Fuck you! You know I would buy it. You know I would buy it. Stop making me say I'd buy the shit.
Josh, were Grapple and Inferno before Primal and Cheetor?
Yes.
Right now.
I'm pretty sure they were after. Pretty sure one of they may have been in between, but I think they were before Primal.
I remember the Inferno
came
out around the same time as the Alberta Wildfire because they redecorated it as a
Weird
fire engine.
That was the third company that did that, Tyler.
Sorry?
That was the third-party company that did that.
Oh, shit, was it? That's how I remember G1.
Takar did Artfire.
They did, but it wasn't related to the fires.
No. Nobody listened. Anybody else look at their DTOLF and go, oh shit, how is this guy getting in there?
My MPs are not in a DTOLF. They're going on a custom case because I already had to kind of like take some stock and be like, well, this shit ain't gonna work.
I could buy one more DTOLF and everything will fit perfectly. But
if you get Air Razor and this Tigatron and a Rhinox and a Rat Trap, it's not going to look good in a single DTOLF cube.
You never heard of risers?
I think the four that's
still not going to help it. That's too many big boys.
Or I think that the four that will be Tigatron, like Dinobot, Tigatron, Cheetor, and Primal, will look good. I think whenever Rhinox comes, it's going to be just a little too tight.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I already have my Rhinox in my shelf, in my DTOLF, and it's going to be tight when Tigatron gets in there.
You have it until they make the Rhinox. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be tight, and like, I don't know if necessarily you would have adequate room for even Air Razor and Rat Trap at that point. Like, risers or no risers, you're still dealing with some wide spaces.
It's big. Now, I really recommend you get that Hard Hero Rhinox in the event that they never make an MP Rhinox. Then you're fucked.
Oh man, that'd be so.
I think we're too far into it now.
Yeah,
you don't know shit about what they're gonna do, what they're not gonna do. All you can do is speculate. Just speculate on yourself some Hard Hero.
Thank you for giving all of us a panic attack, Chris. Appreciate it.
Just get it. It's great. There's nothing bad about it.
Yeah, like there's nothing bad about this panic attack you just gave me. Us, all of us, not just me, everyone. I didn't have a panic attack. You had a panic attack.
Kabar didn't have a panic attack because he bought that shit when I told him to.
Well, I also have a Hard Hero Rhinox, so I'm not panicking.
Fuck.
Wow.
It's within like a centimeter of being perfectly scaled if it's not already perfectly scaled.
TM2 Dinobot says, no, he's got a point. Jed said Detox do have more than one shelf. Dude, Jed, fuck you, Jed.
We gonna have like Tucker looking up like, hey, what are you guys doing up there?
all of my shelves got to be thematic. I got to be able to fit a whole team there. And I do oftentimes fit whole teams
It looks awful.
on a shelf.
He does it.
No, it looks really good now that I picked up some stuff to act as risers. Have you seen my
to act as risers? I'd love to know what that means.
It's they're not actually risers. It's acrylic like card cases from my comic shop. And they're like, the dude, he was just like, why do you need 10 of these? You don't buy cards from here. I was like, no, it's not for cards. And he was just like, you fucking virgin nerd. And I was like, thanks, man. He didn't say that, man. Those guys are nice. I don't want to talk shit. Yeah, Jed, you trash. Kabar got it right, Jed. You trash. All right. Real quick topic, then we'll get out of here. A little impromptu. What's everybody looking forward to seeing at Toy Fair this year? Candace.
Beasts.
Beast Wars.
All right. Easy.
Thanks, Tyler. Yeah, Beast Wars.
Okay.
That's all I want to say. That's all I care about.
Chris, what about you, man? You looking forward to seeing anything at it'll be retail because it's for children, but to humor the rest of us.
If you can get it at Walmart, it's not worth collecting.
I thought I was an elitist dick. You're an elitist dick. But it makes me fucking respect you so much more.
I feel like I do have an answer for what I want to see at Toy Fair, but now it's not coming to mind. I don't know.
Marvel Legends Stratamus Man.
I'm holding out.
New with knee-jerk action and underpants that smell.
Maybe the Four Horsemen are going to reveal the Cosmic Legions at some point. I think that's the new name for Galactic.
You think
Legions.
they would show up at Toy Fair? Would
I don't know.
Four Horsemen show up there?
I want to see what it looks like so I can know if I'm in or not.
TM2 Dinobot says the return of Micro Machines. That'd be pretty.
Micro Machines,
pretty
wow.
interesting. SLB Vlog, our boy Josh Lawrence, aka Shatterglass Mike, says My Little Pony and Transformers crossover figures. I'll be honest, dude. Y'all talk all that shit. I'd buy a garrison of Twilight Sparkle Battle Unicorns and whatever else they could paint Mock Pick into. I don't fucking care. I want them all.
But when you do that, any deodorant you try and use will have no effect.
That's fine. I love that Battle Unicorn mold, man. Like if I'm a stinky sweaty, then I'm a stinky fatty sweaty. Like
then you're gonna start jerking off to little cartoon horses.
Well,
what do you mean start?
The typical routes of self-love are getting kind of old, and maybe I need something new. So I'm good with it. I've made my bet. I'm
nothing, man. I was kind of disappointed.
You also jerk off to
soapbox here for a second.
What? Horse porn? You also jerk off to horse porn?
No.
Is that what
Let me get on my soapbox here for a second, though. I was really upset by Wonderfest because, Wonderfest is really one of the only shows where Kotobukiya shows off a lot of the cooler kits that I collect, like Zoids.
They have 4 Wonderfests a year.
Is it 4? I don't know. I don't live there.
That's why it was called Winter Wonderfest. Yeah.
There's a Spring Wonderfest. That sounds
There's
dumb.
a summer one, at least.
It depends if they have those seasons.
At least 2.
Whatever seasons are in Japan, like that's typically. There's at least I'm pretty sure they do one like quarterly though. There's always like
I didn't know
quarterly Wonderfest. I'm
Summer,
pretty sure.
really expecting
Winter, fall, and cherry blossom. Those are the 4 seasons.
I was really hoping we would have seen more Kotobukiya Metabots kits.
Oh, TM2DB said it was just summer and winter. Okay, so 2.
But that's all 4 seasons.
It might be over there. You don't know.
That's the only 2 seasons in Japan apparently. So.
Actually,
Tiger, Tyler.
New nickname, Dalton. Get on
Tyler, you're uncultured and you're a bigot. So
let me ask you guys a question. Do you think Tigatron kind of eclipsed that RC? Or do you think we just weren't part of that realm?
I don't know, man. A lot of people are talking about the saggy titties on that RC, so
that's the only thing they're talking about.
The granny titties.
She got a long ass chest.
Look, Say
Aren't
what
they
you want.
not
Taco
pushed
too.
up like that Black Arachnia that
Nope.
you had to be told to push them up?
Say what you want to about them saggy tits. She got thigh gap. You know, got her thigh gap. Just whatever you're into, you know.
Her tires come through her crotch.
Just okay. Okay. Yeah. We okay. That's good. Okay. So yeah, I think definitely the RC was.
I think
eclipsed
it
by-
definitely got eclipsed because there's like 3 other RCs you could buy if that's what you're into. 2 or 3 other
Yeah,
ones.
but even then, all those are kind of shitty. I said it.
So the toy
Flametoys
world.
RC isn't great either. Fight me.
It's just the Beast Wars. Like, there's one option. It comes out. It's great. That's it. With the G1, there's several options, and you settle for any one you buy.
Fuck, let me highlight this comment. Bro, Jen said RC comes with Medicaid. God damn it.
Shit.
Oh my God.
Woo! That's good. Go Birds.
So that shirt's coming soon. You guys gonna pre-order that T-shirt?
Actually,
I am.
Jed's a Raiders fan.
Actually, because you see, when you're talking about stuff, and you see when you do the when you're saying and because you're part of Mike Kincaid's crew and anyway.
Anybody else miss Blackout and Shout? They haven't put out a new episode in like 2 months. I don't know what's up.
Josh Fisher said MPRC needs a tie rod replacement.
You see that one
Brother
from,
Kyle says Fans Toys RC was adequate. That's only because he got the silicone titties for it.
When you pre-order RC, you get a $5 coupon to Denny's early bird dinner.
Bro, Matt Rubin said that nice CRC had cosmetic surgery though. She really did that Firebirds Toys RC. Like
Did that come out?
that's the waifu for life right there. I don't know if it's out yet, but
Look, that nice RC, that's the RC for men.
that's
Okay,
DP10 is just for men.
that's the RC that men shoot for. That masterpiece,
ways than one.
RC is the masterpiece that
They
people
get.
settle for.
Masterpiece RC is the one that we deserve, but an IC RC is the one that we need. Or did I get that
Oh.
backwards?
Chris, Blackout and Shout has been posting on Podbean, but not YouTube, Jed says in the chat.
You're lost then.
Oh my god,
No.
RC comes with Werther's Originals.
Yeah, in case you didn't hear, Jed, nothing happened on YouTube. So why'd you run away scared?
Ooh, called you out. Kabar said sad boy hands. Oh, Dalton shows sad boy hands.
That RC
Show
looks
you
like she
mine.
gives hand jobs with just the fingertips.
But,
I mean, if you got the
we
talent,
should-
Obviously, you all have never slept with an older lady.
like how older, Tyler?
Well, how old does that RC look?
what are we talking
Well, I need you to answer my question before I answer yours. Because that RC, like, I mean, that's not like a Jennifer Tilly 60. That's like a everyone here is on 60. You know, feel like there's a difference when we start talking ages. We gotta like specify. All right, Tyler muted. So, it's just another debate. I win. I'm okay with it.
Your fault.
But more questions unanswered. So, Mike, what are you looking forward to for Toy Fair?
That RC looks like a
Non-trash
Mary
title.
Roberts or a Doris Roberts 60. Sorry, my baby was crying. I didn't want to like pollute the
Shout out to
airwaves.
Everybody Loves Raymond.
Well, what you do is you let him cry and get his lungs strong. That's how I would deal with it.
Not on the air. He's not a dishwasher.
Oh, you're crying? I'll just
I'm not
stick
going
you in
to
a
run
room
him
by
during
yourself.
stasis lock.
You crying? What do you want? Take a bath in the sink? Here you go. It's a joke.
Dalton.
Thank you for laughing,
smiled
Candace.
Dalton smiled like he was ready for one.
What a
Dalton
bath.
still takes baths in the sink.
No.
Mommy, get my beard.
Sometimes
Don't forget my pee-pee.
God, you fucking dick.
Yeah, that's what a pee-pee is.
That's oh, shit. So, Mike, you said you weren't looking forward to nothing on Toy
More than
Fair.
enough for the therapist.
Nothing that's trash.
All right, so specific. That's Mike. Is anyone Dalton? Did you answer?
No, I didn't.
No one cares.
That's okay.
Shut up.
You know what? I care.
Looking to see what all gets revealed with Earthrise. Maybe what's going on with
Okay, no one-
Marvel and
I'm kidding.
and the Flametoys stuff.
Okay. Chris,
I tell you what,
did
if they do a new
answer?
Punisher, I think I might be in on that shit. Or a new Venom.
I think there was actually a Venomized Captain America was leaked as like a possible Marvel Legends figure. Probable, maybe.
I
Who
ain't
knows?
trying to go collect no fucking Venom war crimes.
Venom War Crimes.
Fuck
He's
outta here.
he's an American hero, literally, Tyler. But it's okay. We'll let it slide. You don't know nothing, you Canadian communist. With your free healthcare and shit. How dumb is that? Your government takes care of you? That's wild. That's so stupid.
Damn.
Yeah, but I also gotta wait for 8 to 10 hours.
I would take that over like a $21,000 bill for sure. You know, definitely.
Team, don't get sick.
Yeah, just if you have a little cough, fucking go in and give everyone the Wuhan virus. Like, it's just the American way.
Is that like when everybody bombs the test so the curve goes down or whatever? You get sick, you can't pay the bills, so you go get everyone sick, and then it's like, well, I guess we're not gonna let everyone die.
I guess that's the way.
This is the way.
I'm actually looking forward to kind of the same thing Dalton was. I want to see what else is coming with Earthrise, but if it ain't, I'm looking for like the European like G1.5 leading into G2 stuff.
Oh yeah, love some Turbo Masters.
I want the Turbo Masters and the Predators, and that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward because I think it's pretty much like about time to get some of that stuff, and I hope they do the same thing this year that they did last year with the Pulse, with the G2 Megatron thing. Except my theory is it's going to be a Glyph and Tap Out 2-pack, and they're going to release the Glyph, but the Bumblebee tooling of the mold is Glyph before the Bumblebee comes out, and that's my prophecy. Gonna just throw that out there for everyone. If you can have it,
Primal
pay me money.
Prophecies.
I want Hauler.
Yeah, you want Hauler? You think they'd do Hauler?
Slicer.
I think they do Hauler out of Grapple.
I'd take Hauler and Slicer.
You guys not consider what's actually going to sell units? It doesn't sound
Well,
like
all the select stuff is basically like what won't Walmart buy, and that's pretty much it. So, did everybody answer that question?
What does Walmart buy? Because the shelves are always empty.
No, Jack.
Yeah, right.
Seriously. Well, Candace, where can people find you at?
Oh, for goodness. I put my list away. I was looking at my list.
Y'all forgot about these outros.
Hang on. I got you, Candace. You can find me everywhere at Candace Santora on Twitter, Candace Santora on YouTube, candice.com on Facebook, and Candizzle on Tinder.
Candizzle.
Can Drizzle?
Boom! You nailed it.
Oh!
Tyler nailed it.
Mike, you made it too far.
That's the squirter.
Mike, you're gonna have to. Mike and Tyler, both of you guys are gonna have to come to my office after this is over. I'm just gonna need you.
I'm sorry, I'm not performing oil again on you, son.
I'm gonna need to see both of y'all in my office. Tyler, where can people find you at?
You know me, I'm the drip daddy. You can find me everywhere in your local corner store, pimping out them hoes, picking up them bros.
All right, Chris, where can people find you at?
I wasn't done.
I'll take a page from the other Tyler's book and said, "Don't find me."
Ooh,
which one's that? Peanut?
Watch the other shows.
The ETR Tyler. I wish I knew his fucking last name. I wish I knew it.
Oh, here. We'll go down. We'll go down this road of hints.
Hang on a second.
Road of hints. What is this segment called?
Yeet.
Is it Tyler Yeet?
I wish it was.
That would be. It should be now. Mike, where can people find you?
Everywhere as Angry Mike.
Dalton.
Find me everywhere at Daltonians TFs.
You didn't point
As
to
always,
it this
I've been-
time.
Monday morning cartoons.
No.
Cartoon Mondays? No Cartoon Mondays? Okay.
No, never again.
You can find me everywhere at Primal Sabbath. No Cartoon Mondays on my channel either. Before you get out of here, don't forget there's a new figure banging tonight on the Realm of Collectors YouTube channel. You should check that out. And before, in tandem to, you should check out some other cool shows on the Cool Table Network, such as Shadowcast and Uncut, in the Realm, Tweet Ducks, Big Bang, Bears, Bolts, 40K, Plus, Max, Breaking the Mold, Marys Radio, Fresh Communications, building up to it, Verbally Challenged, and Masterpiece Shitpiece Theater. One of my favorites. And some honorable mentions. We got some more added to this list. You should check out Total Package Podcast, Nerds of Spoken Podcast, Blackout and Shout, all queued up off the Run Cybercast Galactic Gumbo in around 30 minutes with all of our boy Matthew Deluxe Baldwin. And we'll see y'all next week. Goodbye. So long.